You're writing a book and your character looks a little bit different in every single image you are generating, whether it may be an extra hand, maybe it's combining two different characters. You are having issues. So in this video, I'm going to break down what you need, a character sheet, and show you how to make yours so you don't have this issue anymore. So to get started, jump onto your AI platform that you're using, and we're going to use ChatGPT today. It actually has a really good image generator, DALL-E. So I actually use ChatGPT to do it, and you only need the free program. You really don't need to pay anything. So make sure to just sign in and get to ChatGPT. So what we're looking to do is looking to create a character sheet, and this is something that I did and I do before each and every one of my books. So whenever I'm writing a book, I want to make sure that I want to have character consistency because that's the thing that's going to switch up. And guess what happens? It could be the first 10 pages I have the consistency, and then page 11, it just combines two different people. It doesn't understand what I'm asking. And then all of a sudden, my images just go all over the place and it gets really, really frustrating. So I'm going to show you what you can do in order to make sure you have that consistency. And if there are issues, what we can do to correct it. So first, we're going to create a character. So today we're going to create a hippopotamus. We're just going to make up a hippopotamus, and the hippo is going to be a hippo in his teenage years, and he's going to high school. Maybe I'll say he's going to be a freshman in high school. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this image over here, and we are going to create a character sheet for it. So let's talk to ChatGPT. And just as a side note, you don't have to use the same exact words that I'm using over here. Maybe just use a character sheet. But if you are using AI, I know when I watch videos, I try typing the same exact words. You could if you want, but feel free to just talk to it, have a conversation with AI. Nowadays, it's pretty good in order to be able to capture that. So just a heads up beforehand. Hey, what's going on? I'm looking to create a book about a hippopotamus who's starting high school. And I'm looking to create a character sheet beforehand because I want to be able to get the consistency of the character throughout the book. Can you help me come up with the character himself, as well as let's come up with a bunch of different emotions and pictures that we can have so that I can have that consistency with a specific character? Feel free to ask me any questions if you have them. Hey, real quick, if you didn't know, we have a community of over 100 people who are looking to create their own children's book. So if you have any questions, you're not really sure what to do, you're not sure what order, the formatting, the Amazon, anything like that, we are here to help you. It's not just giving it to you, we are here to support. So if you have any questions, you put them in the community and we're going to be there for you. So if you want to take a look at that, make sure to take a look in the description down below. Now let's jump back to the video. Okay, there you have it. And now we're just going to send this over to ChatGPT and we're going to ask it. Okay, so it's going to ask me some basic questions. Here we go. Let's jump into this and we're just going to go through them. Okay, his name is going to be, let's say, hippopotamus. It's going to be Harry. It's going to be a boy, approximate age, let's say 15. Height is going to be 5'11". He is going to be average height. Personality, he's going to be a quiet observer. I like that one. Okay, appearance. Um, a soft plush toy looking hippo. I know we'll do that. And then gray or style, tiny ears, freckles, glasses, hair tuft. I'm assuming that's gonna be his hair. We'll do blue jeans, backpack, wristwatch, baseball cap. Style, we're gonna do bright DreamWorks style. That's what we're gonna do. Step two, build a character and make one of it. Step three, amazing. Awesome. Great. Here we go. Let's just do this. Okay. And one of the tricks you can do with AI just in general is you ask it to ask you questions. So instead of assuming certain things, which maybe you want to just let it decide all those things for you, but this is where you start to create a character and you start to put your own touch into it. So this is something that I found very beneficial with that first prompt. Ask it, say, hey, do you mind just asking me questions about it so I can help you out? So now it's going to create this specific character for us. And then I'm going to show you how we can put this specific character into the images that we want to create. Awesome. Here is Harry the hippo, and this looks amazing. If you want to zoom in over here, and just see all the different things he has. So we have the front view, three-quarter view, side view, back view. And this is awesome because AI is going to be able to take all this information and keep the consistency with it. Acting poses. So if we have him in school doing something specific, these are all the things that he can do. And then his faces, which you could start to change. Okay. Details close up. It gives you a hair tuft. It gives you a wristwatch, a backpack, a baseball cup, color palette. Like this is literally amazing. This is all you need to be able to create your book. Okay. So now let's get into actually creating the pages for the book. So now I'm going to dictate, hey, I'm looking to create a story about Harry the hippo going to high school. Can you please come up with the first 3 pages for the book? I'm looking to create the scenes for them using Harry, the picture that we have currently right now. So if you can help me create that, that would be great. Maybe the first one's going to be off in his house saying goodbye to his family. The second's going to be on the bus going to school, and the third's going to be walking into school. And we'll have to come up with some type of storyline for this, but for now, let's just keep it, pretty simple. Okay, so it looks like it's actually already creating the images for us. So let's take a look and see what this is. And then if not, we'll just go back into what we are looking for. I thought it was just going to give us text back, but then again, it has a brain of its own. So we got to see what it's doing. There we go. We have Harry the hippo, and we have today's a big day. It's Harry's first day of high school. He was excited and a little bit nervous too, but his family believes in him. Harry takes the bus. You see all the other characters that are around. And if you're going to want to also have other characters around, like let's say a best friend or a parent that you want to have consistency, you can create those also beforehand, and then you can have them come out throughout the book. Okay, so here we go. These are the books that this is the book that we're going to have, and then we could just ask it to create each one of these, and then we have it. Just a couple of things to keep an eye on when you are creating your book, because I've seen this a lot in the community. Uh, that we that number one, if you are looking to use your own text, it's a lot easier sometimes if you could take the picture without text and then you put it into Canva, and then put it in Canva, put your text in, because then you have more consistency with the text and where you want to put it and how it looks and the font and all that stuff. But then again, nowadays AI is pretty good to be able to keep the text onto there. Okay. Another thing is, if let's say you start to see Harry starting to look like a bunny, okay? Because it could happen. Oh, you know what? AI picked up the bunny ears and put bunny ears on Harry. So what you can do is you can open up a new chat in ChatGPT, drop the current image with the bunny ears, and say, "Hi, here's a reference picture," and then you put back this picture and say, "Can you please switch the character for the reference picture?" I would be very vague with what you're trying to say. Don't say switch the hippo with the other hippo, because then it's going to get confusing and that doesn't end up working. So pretend it's like a totally new character. So for example, if I wanted to change this pig in the back to I don't know, to a zebra, I would say, could you please move, change this pig to a zebra in the back, but the same thing over here. But because you're using the same hippo picture and it might pick it up as a hippo, you want to make sure that you're doing that. Okay. So there you go. Also make sure when you're downloading this that you're downloading to the size of the book that you want, just so you don't have to come back. So whatever size you chose earlier, make sure to do that also. Okay. Let me know what other questions you have. This is how you're going to get character consistency, create your sheet for you, and then you have it. And then you can come back later. You could go on other chats and then you can have your character consistency. All right. We'll see everybody in the next one, and feel free to ask questions down in the chat below.